All right, we're going to continue right now with team coverage. NBC4's Camilla Rambaldi is looking into what happens next with Senator Graham's Senate seat. Camilla.
Yeah, Jonathan and Kathy, that process to fill his seat is already underway. Republicans looking for a replacement ahead of the midterm elections. Now, we want to give you a look here at what we can expect. Now, under South Carolina law, the governor, Henry McMaster, appoints a fill-in senator to serve until January 3rd. In the meantime, a special primary election will choose a new Republican candidate for senator. The winner will run against the Democrat, Dr. Annie Andrews, in the general election in November. And as you just heard from Keenan, Graham was one of President Trump's closest allies and one of the most influential voices when it comes to defense and foreign policy. He was also one of the most well-known members of the chamber. His passing comes amid the war in the Middle East, and Graham had just returned Friday from a trip to Ukraine where he met with President Volodymyr Zelensky. And in a statement, President Zelensky noted Graham had visited Ukraine 10 times during the war. We spoke with Anja Marie Hancock, a professor at Ohio State University, about what's next. And she also talked about some of the challenges of replacing a longtime senator when it comes to experience and seniority.
So I think one of the things that we have to think about is one of the challenges of the Senate is that the Senate is designed to be a longer term, 6 years body, right? It's designed to be a more deliberative body. That was by design, by the framers, to have, you take a longer time there, you develop expertise, you also grow in seniority. So Senator Graham had senior positions on the Judiciary Committee, chairman of appropriations, right? So there were a lot of different things that he not only developed expertise in, but he also had senior positions.
And the professor also talked about the election process in South Carolina. They do have open primaries, so anyone who is registered to vote in the state can cast a ballot. Again, as you guys mentioned earlier, a special primary is expected by August 11th to select a new nominee for the U.S. Senate. President Donald Trump had told NBC News today that he had someone in mind he'd like to replace the late South Carolina senator, but declined to name the person. Of course, we'll be following the very latest developments here. Live in the newsroom, Camilla Rambaldi, NBC4 News.